Sony's WF-1000 XM4. Whether you want them, you're considering them, or you just want to use their name for your new password, we've got some tips for you. Goedendag, we're DHRME, drag queens having rough mono experiences.
The biggest reason to buy the Sony WF-1000 XM4 is how good they sound. But the sound for us out of the box was just too dark. The frequency response curve we generated reflects this. So the first thing we would do to these earbuds is EQ them. Here are the settings we use, and we find they work well for pop, rock, and EDM equally. And the EQ changes you make using the Sony Headphones Connect app stay on the buds, which means if you switch from your phone to your laptop or to another device, the EQ settings remain.
The second tip is about tips. What you get in the box are 3 sizes of what Sony calls hybrid foam tips, and there are more than a couple of things to talk about here. Number 1, as people in the olden days used to say, pinch, penetrate, and hold.
They didn't used to say that. What he's trying to say is that you have to pinch these tips till they become small, quickly insert them into your ear, and wait an additional few seconds till they fill out your ear hole. Pick the right size though, because a bigger size will lead to the tips trying to push out on your ear holes, leading to discomfort and pain. Choosing a smaller size will lead to worse ANC and poorer bass response in your sound.
A great alternative to the foam tips is to get third-party tips like those from SpinFit. They've sponsored this channel before, but this is us vouching for them even though this is not a sponsored video. Not all silicone tips are created equal though, and there might be a slight difference in the sound character when you switch to anything other than the manufacturer provided tips, so that's something to be aware of.
We think that the ANC on the XM4 is almost the best in the market for in-ear buds. But is it not working for you? Do you find that the ANC and the music randomly stops? You're not crazy. That's Sony's smart speak to chat feature. It stops music and goes into ambient mode whenever it detects you speaking. To prevent that from happening, you can either reduce the sensitivity of it or turn it off in the app. Very handy if you're a sing-alonger or a toothbrusher or both.
We also thought we'd answer some of your questions when it comes to the Sony WF-1000 XM4. So let's switch over to a comment. So G19 Seattle asks, was Irish dance first done by the Celts or the Druids, and when were the... Okay, we're not answering any more of your questions in this video.
The battery life on the earbuds is a cool 8 hours, but if you need to stretch them out a bit more, here are a few things you can do. And for no obvious reason, it's gonna be a wrap.
Turn off noise cancelling, kinda lame. ANCs while you're buying. Up next, turn off DSCE. Music sounds shitty, but you say battery, or just use one bud. If you're out of luck, let the other one charge like you don't give a
For those of us using these buds many times a day, the battery notification and other voice prompts like noise cancelling on or ambient mode can get a bit much. So the best solution we found is to disable the voice prompt. You still get the annoying Bluetooth connected prompt every time you put in your buds, but it's kind of important, so we'll forgive Sony for that.
Is one of your earbuds draining far quicker than the other? Well, that's probably because you have voice assistant enabled on it. Having the voice assistant probably keeps the microphone on, always listening for the wake word and causing battery drain. So to fix this problem, either disable the voice assistant or pay the voice assistant tax with your battery.
Sony likes giving you a lot of random letters in their product names, but you can't deny that they also throw a lot of choices your way, and sometimes just too much. When it comes to temporarily disabling noise cancelling and getting into ambient mode, Sony has many options. Here's a wrap.
Option 1, just pop out a bud. Music stops and you can talk with your bud. That's a lazy rhyme, bud. Or this option 2, you can cover your left ear that we mentioned. No more music, no ANC. It's just quick attention. Then there's option 3, enable speak to chat. When you talk ANC's off and you can talk just like that. Be careful though, you can confuse other folk. He's talking with his ears blocked. What the option for? Tap your left ear bud, go into ambient mode. Not the best, but that's why it's option 4.
Now, Sony doesn't do multi-point pairing on the Sony WF-1000 XM4, but we found that it's pretty easy to switch between devices. For the first time, press down the left and right earbuds for a few seconds till you hear Bluetooth pairing. Then pair. After you've paired, we found that it switches very reliably to the next device. Just go to the Bluetooth menu and choose the XM4. For Android devices, it automatically pops up the buds once you open the case using Fast Pair.
Finally, when all else fails, it's time for a reset. And Sony being Sony, there are two kinds of reset. One in case you can't get the buds to turn on or function, and another to clear all remembered devices and move to like a factory reset. You can do this in the Headphones Connect app using the confusingly named Initialize Settings option. There's another way that includes a lot of making your case headbang, and we link to a Sony video about that here. And the full factory reset is very simple. Just place both buds in the case, touch both the buds for 10 seconds, and release when the LED light starts flashing red. Red is not a person.
You've been getting tipsy, and we've been DHRME. Namaste.